So, my family is pretty normal, if you ignore the fact that my Uncle Greg once tried to patent toilet nachos, don't ask. Last summer, he invited us all over for a backyard barbecue, which was already suspicious because the last time he tried to grill, the fire department made us swear an oath never to let him near propane again. But this time, he promised he had something even better than burgers, which is, in hindsight, the most terrifying thing you can hear from a man with a collection of traffic cons and a suspicious lack of eyebrows. When we arrived, Uncle Greg ushered us into his backyard, which had been transformed into what he called an escape room experience, DIY edition. The rules were simple: use the stuff he found in his shed to solve the puzzles, and he'd let us out in time for lunch. I figured the hardest part would be pretending to be excited, but the first clue was literally just a garden gnome taped to a lawn chair. Written in Sharpie on its hat was, "The key to your escape is hidden where the sun never shines." My cousin immediately started digging through the compost heap, while I tried to reason with the gnome, just in case it had something to say. Spoiler, it didn't, but I did get a splinter in a place I'd rather not name. The puzzles only got stranger. At one point, we had to decipher a coded message written on the back of a rusty license plate using nothing but WD-40 and a magnifying glass from a Cracker Jack box. There was a Rube Goldberg contraption involving a garden hose, 3 tennis balls, and, of course, more duct tape than I thought was legally allowed within city limits. Every time someone solved a puzzle, Uncle Greg would pop up from behind a bush and shout, "You're one step closer to freedom." Which did nothing to calm my nerves, especially when I realized he'd padlocked the gate and hidden the key inside a scarecrow wearing my old gym shorts. By the time we finally escaped, 3 hours later and minus one eyebrow, I'd learned 2 things: 1. Never trust a grown man who uses garden gnomes as sentries, and 2. PTSD doesn't actually stand for please try solving duct taped. But after that day, every time I see a roll of duct tape, I flinch, and every time I see a garden gnome, I check to make sure it's not holding the Wi-Fi password hostage.